Welcome and thank you for joining me. Today I wanted to quickly walk you through different setup steps that you need to do when you install Health Cloud. And we did briefly cover this in my last video, but I wanted to quickly guide you through console as well as the permission sets that's needed. So number one thing, obviously you will install your Health Cloud. So when you install the Health Cloud, it does come with some packages that will be installed as default. But then if you need additional packages, for example, for specific verticals like pharma or medtech, you'll need to install those specific packages after you install the Health Cloud. So those packages only work if Health Cloud is already installed in your org. Okay, so that's one thing. And once you're done installing it, you will need to enable person account, because that's the Salesforce recommendation. Do not use individual model anymore and stick with person account, because that's where all the latest and greatest features will be built. So for that, you will go to use person account and enable that checkbox. If you go to manage here and there's use person account custom settings, you will enable that checkbox. And right after that, you will also go to custom metadata types and go to individual record type mapper right here and go to manage records and add an additional record called person account. It only comes with individual, but you'll have to create this manually yourself. Otherwise, you'll see all kind of errors. So person account, make sure the account record type is correct, called person account. So once you're done with that, another most important thing is actually the permission sets. So if you install a dev environment or a trial, chances are your user probably already had those permission assigned. But just to show you, there are some basic permission sets that you absolutely need. And a lot of times when your users are facing issues, chances are they don't have the right permission set. That was certainly true in my case. So one thing is you have to assign the permission set assignment. So these two permission set assignments are a must-have. Health Cloud and Health Cloud Platform. Health Cloud is the basic permission set, and then Health Cloud Platform is additional onto that. So you need both this permission set assignment or permission set license. Along with that, you also need some permission set. So permission set license gives you the license that the user need. But then in addition to those permission set license, we also need permission sets. So if you're admin, of course, you'll have Health Cloud admin. But for the end users, definitely the Health Cloud standard and Health Cloud permission set license. These two are required. Health Cloud Foundation may depend on what are the models you're using. If you're using provider model, which is, I think, one of the most important ones, then you might end up assigning Health Cloud Foundation. For example, if you don't want the users to have all the access to every object that comes with Health Cloud Foundation, you also have an option to clone it. So you can clone this Health Cloud Foundation permission sets and then remove the access to objects that you don't think your users will need. These two are the must-have permission sets that you need to assign to avoid any issues. Okay, so that's about the permission sets. Then let's come to the console app. So when you install Health Cloud, you'll have Health Cloud Lightning Admin Console as well as Health Cloud Lightning Console. So definitely spend some time. You can rename this app or clone whatever works for you, but I highly recommend spending some time with this app. And more so, let's go actually to the app itself. I'm just going to go to app manager. So if you have used console apps, it's pretty similar. So I'm going to go to Health Cloud Lightning console app just to show you what that looks like. Go to edit, and here you can brand it. You can use your company logo, changing color, all sorts of stuff. Also rename the app if you need to. Utility options is what you see at the bottom. So maybe if you have call center, for example, you can add the call center logo or notes, task, whatever your use case might be, you can add those here on the utility item. Navigation items are what you see on when you actually come here. So if I'm here, these are my navigation items. So currently I have an issue with my Chrome. I'm only able to see those items when I'm in incognito mode for some reason. So if you have that issue as well, if you're seeing all this is white, try in incognito, and you should be able to see all the available tabs. So basically, you will see all the tabs here, and then you can move around for whatever you want your users to see. And then navigation rules. So this is where you can control how you want your tabs to open up. And I'm probably going to see the white space here as well, but try in incognito, you'll see all the profiles. So whichever profiles need access to that app, you can assign them. And that's pretty straightforward in terms of Lightning Console. But the majority of the customization you might end up doing is actually on the patient page. So one quick thing to note here is that if you're on the patient page, and if you, let's say, are in a different tab and try to edit the page from here, you will not see that option. So you actually need to be on the patient, then go to here and go edit page. You can always go to the Lightning App Builder and go to the patient layout from there. But if you just want to go to it from the console directly, you can do that as well by going to edit page. So once we're over there, Salesforce comes with this 3 layout, and if that doesn't work for your use case, you can always change that layout to whatever your use case is. Maybe you want two column and a header and right, whatever that might be. It's very similar to other Lightning pages that we work with, so nothing different. So one of the difference is that with Health Cloud, you get all this different patient navigation tabs and timeline and health care plan template, all these different Lightning out of the box custom managed components that you get. So patient card is one of them. You get patient info. You can always remove things that you don't need. So in my project, we didn't have the integration with Epic, so we didn't really need the patient card because it was not adding any value. So if you don't have any data to show, you can always remove those tabs. You don't need to have it there. And yeah, so play around with this, customize it as per your need. I'm just going to save this. After we remove everything from the patient page, you will notice that everything is gone. So basically, you can remove and move things around, but definitely don't remove that patient navigation tab, because if you remove that, you're going to run into issues where you're not going to see anything. So it's not going to auto populate, because that's what was controlling it. So if I go back to component and hit patient navigation for Health Cloud, that is very important to have, because that's kind of controlling everything that you're seeing on the screen in terms of the actual opening of the tab and at subtabs. So if I go here, it says auto load default subtabs. Make sure that's checked and hit save. And now let's go back. And now once you load the patient, you'll see all these things pop up automatically. So if I go to a different record, and refresh it, and it just automatically pops up. If you remove that tiny component, patient navigation, you will end up not seeing all these different components. You can move things around and set it up as you like. You can change the layout, but try not to remove the patient navigation tab from your account page, Lightning page, because it will end up not showing all these subtabs, because that's what is controlling it. So even if you don't need this tab, or you don't want to see this on your UI, you can hide it using filters, but make sure it's actually there on the layout. That's all I wanted to cover, just to walk you through the Health Cloud console and permission sets and what are the setup that you need to look out for. Hopefully that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching.